Welcome to No Strings Attached podcast. We appreciate you being here. Before we start today's show, we're sharing a song that's available on all major music platforms, so be sure to stream it and support. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment. That really helps the channel grow. Now let's get started.
I was lost out in the darkness, couldn't find my way back home. Then your mercy came and found me, said I'd never be alone. You took every sin within me, placed it on that rugged tree. Now I'm standing in your freedom, 'cause you gave your life for me. Jesus, what's it like to love the way you do? Lay your life down on the cross just to make my heart brand new. Tell me what's it like to give such endless grace? Your sacrificial love is healing every broken place. When the world feels cold and heavy, you remind me who I am. You restore the hope inside me with the power of your hand. I can never earn this mercy, still you call me yours again. Every breath I breathe is proof of how you took away my sin. You love me first, you paid the price, you opened up eternal life, and now my heart belongs to you. I give you all. You said it's finished, and salvation became true. Jesus, what's it like to love the way you do? Lay your life down on the cross just to make my heart brand new. Tell me what's it like to give such endless praise? Sacrificial love is in every broken place. Welcome to the table, pull up a seat. Two voices in the spotlight where the heart and the headlines meet. The world's got noise, but we move with grace, led by the Spirit, never flesh, never ego in the place. We talk about the nations, the storms and the shine, the things on your screen and the things on your mind. But we check our hearts first, 'cause the truth don't bend. Let the Spirit take the mic, let the wisdom descend. We're just two little puppets with a God-given view, seeing through the chaos 'cause the light cuts through. When the world gets loud and the tensions rise, we stay Spirit-led, not flesh advised. Hold up, what's the top? Does it line up right? If the flesh tries talking, the Spirit flies. Stay grounded in truth, keep faith in the lead, 'cause walking in the Spirit is everything we need. So welcome to the table, conversation in flight, where the Spirit guides the words and the muppets shine bright. Yeah, a world full of noise, but we choose inside, led by the Spirit every talk, every night.
everyone. Thank you for joining tonight on this, I don't even know, was it fourth, fifth episode of No Strings Attached? I think it's just going to be me today. I don't think Slave of Christ can make it today, but I still wanted to go live since we didn't get a chance to go live last Tuesday and last Thursday because I wasn't home. But thanks for joining. Hi, Keith. And hi, Roslyn. Thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you to anyone else. Thank you so much for stopping by. And hopefully I won't be too long since it's just me. And I wanted to touch on two topics. Well, one topic, it's funny. I came across a video and it just makes me laugh because it's talking about Christian Karen loses it. So I'm like, okay, no such thing as a Christian Karen. And please excuse the language. Things like this just make Christians, look really bad. Because you have these people out here who, on one side of her mouth, she's trying to say things about the Lord, and the other side of her mouth, she's saying things that shouldn't be coming out of her mouth. What is that scripture that talks about can salt water come out of a fresh spring? I forgot what the verse is, but you can't be speaking out of two sides of your mouth. Yeah, so I am going to get to the topic and see what you all think about it.
You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday?
I feel free! Back off! I had some African American men threatening my life.
Eternity.
Really?
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
I'm trying to help you.
Wow, this is...
You got to ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
You see that? Here it is. She's talking about you have to ask Jesus Christ. I guess she's going to say into your heart. But yet she's using profanity and cursing the man out. What kind of craziness is this?
We're all sinners.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not. Are you an accuser? Get the out of here, you.
See what I mean? Oh my gosh. Thank goodness they bleeped all of that out. There it is. And the man is telling her correctly, you're sinning. And she's like, you're the accuser of the brethren. Lady, I don't think you're on the Lord's side. I think you're on the devil's side.
Accuser. You accuser. Get the out of here.
Wow.
You accuser. Accuser of the brethren, you.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
I really think she's an EDP, as we call them, an emotionally disturbed person. She's lost her mind.
His, because he won't repent.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
So, because this is religious views don't match yours, you're mad at me.
I don't give a because it's going to burn in hell.
Okay. Then why
And you are too, bitch. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your Savior.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, are you kidding me? She's cursing at the lady and telling her she's going to go to hell too. Like, lady, you don't think that's where you're headed? You are not a representation of Christ whatsoever.
You're going to be down there with them, screaming in holy terror, fire and brimstone. Do you get it?
Yeah, totally understand.
I don't want you to burn in hell for all time. You know what that's your mind?
And
that is my choice in life.
You all better
This is what happens when you go all the way white Jesus. White Jesus is a fictional character. He was never white. But I promise you, there are some things I can conclude about this person.
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The color of Christ has nothing to do with why she's going bonkers. I have no idea why she's going bonkers, but I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that if she thinks Jesus is white. What a ridiculous statement.
She believes in white Jesus. She voted for Donald Trump. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much more. This is not only a throwback Karen, but this is a serial Karen.
Now, what does her voting for Donald Trump, if you know that she did, has to do with anything? A lot of people voted for Donald Trump.
This first video was in New Haven, Michigan. It was posted back in 2020, where you see all of that happening at the checkout. In these videos from early 2020, she was originally known as Religious Rita because she unleashed her religious fury on anyone she believed was in need of salvation. Now this video, different location in the Michigan area, she was harassing a Muslim man or somebody she assumed so. Here it is.
You're not going to get 72 virgins if you marry. Why? Can you imagine a man and a woman who are married? And the man...
He's trying to, but she's harassing him.
The woman is in love with him. The guy murders himself and he gets 72 virgins. What does she get out of it? Huh? Does she get 72 in her mouth? Is that what she gets?
Does Jesus use her language? Does Jesus use her language? Does Jesus use her language?
True or not?
Does
Does
Jesus
the Quran say that you're going to get 72 virgins if you marry yourself? Is that true? Because what is the woman now? The woman that you married, if you marry her, if you love her, do you know what's going to happen to you? Unless you repent and ask Jesus Christ to forgive
Maybe
you
you
for
should
your
ask
sins.
Jesus Christ.
You
should ask all the gods.
Is that becoming of a born again believer? Absolutely not. Again, this woman is out of her mind. And you can clearly see that. She doesn't have any fruit of the Spirit. She doesn't have any self-control. She's not displaying love, kindness, gentleness, none of that. I'm just like, where do these people come from? I mean, really, we've seen some strange and crazy things in the name of Christ, quote unquote. I mean, we see so many false prophets and false apostles and false teachers, but my goodness, this lady, I think, kind of takes the cake. Right, Chloe?
There's more. Believe it or not, there is a lot more. Karen was arrested for her behavior in these two cases, and at the time it was reported she was facing a disturbing the peace charge. According to one report, the woman had a string of encounters with the police around the time going back to December 4th, 2019, a list of 34 contacts with law enforcement, including traffic infractions going back to 2011. But as I said, there's more. A garbage truck incident. She had scheduled for 4 garbage bags to be picked up by a garbage truck. Okay, simple enough. When the truck arrived, they grabbed the 4 bags and left the rest, which was not in bags. Okay, we understand that. She saw he left garbage items and tried to chase down the garbage truck in her car, and she cut him off in traffic. Here's what happened.
So deep, I can't even help you now. What's your driver's license number?
I don't have to give that to you.
Let me see your driver's license.
You're not a police officer.
You just hit my vehicle.
Man.
Give me your driver's license.
You pulled right out in front of me.
Yeah, and when someone pulls in front of you because there's an emergency, you slow your rear end down and you stop.
Okay,
Have you ever had someone have an emergency?
These are not
and pull in
cars.
front of you?
These are not cars. They don't stop on a dime.
It doesn't matter. You have to be far enough behind.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the whole
You
incident.
should have picked up my trash, big boy.
I picked up your trash.
No, you didn't. You want to go see what you left?
I left the carpeting and the
You're
bedding.
supposed to pick up everything.
Nope, 4 bags.
You know, people like this. Yeah, you hear Chloe? You know, people like this, they're going to come across, unfortunately, the wrong person one day. And it's not going to be a very good day for her. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, you are in so much
And
deep
last
crap.
week I
Well, you
picked
wait
up
till
more
your
than
boss
you too.
tells you what you
He's
got
on
to
his
pick up.
way here too,
You
man.
think you get to decide what you pick up and what
No,
you don't?
it's what you ordered.
You little twerp.
It's what you ordered.
You little twerp. I know what I ordered.
Okay.
And it's so great that the gentleman, the sanitation worker, wasn't stooping to her level. Although parts of me is like, ah! It's like, lady, are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
And you're going to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, her mind is gone.
Like your job? You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, good luck, because you ain't going to have it. Pass today, baby. When someone has an emergency and they pull in front of you, you slow down and you stop.
I
boy.
tried to slow down.
You didn't try hard enough, baby.
These don't
Because
stop
you
on a
slammed
dime.
into the back of me.
These don't stop on a
Well,
dime,
you should
man.
know that. You should have picked
You
up my
didn't give me
trash.
time. You didn't give me time.
4 days. You were only supposed to have 4 days.
Yeah, clearly. Oh my goodness. Anybody ever come across someone like that? Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Like, somebody needs to come and take this lady somewhere. Does she have family? Does she have any friends that can come and take her?
No! I'm so scared. Yeah, you better be scared. This ain't nothing yet.
Yeah.
That was actually an impressive chicken impression, by the way.
Yeah, she did it better than some chickens.
So in that last one, this Karen, she literally chased him down, got in front of this driver, caused an accident, and then you saw the rest. Professor, this one goes deep. These are the videos that we have access to.
Okay, so I just I wanted to show that one. Oh my goodness. Yes, Chloe. Chloe. I wanted to show that one because this lady is like, she's out of her mind. Again, has anyone ever come across someone like that? No, I hope not. But my goodness, it's just very disturbing that this woman, again, the first 2 times you saw her in 2 different stores, and she's trying to share the gospel. I don't know what gospel she's trying to share. And then she's yelling at people and cursing them out. And oh my goodness, no way does she represent Christ. No way is she a sister in Christ. I don't know what's wrong with that lady, but I truly do hope and pray that someone will get that lady off the streets. She has to have family somewhere to help her. That's craziness. And so now I want to go to a different video. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen the Erica Kirk video. she made this video. It was a message that she shared, you know, because she's kind of tired of all of the things that are being said about her that are not true. And you know, sometimes you get to the point where enough is enough. Well, I want to share actually Violet Chikuni of Berean Babes podcast. She did a response to Erica Kirk's video, and the title of this, yeah, she does need that lady does need psych evaluation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they still let her out. I mean, I see she got arrested, but I'm like, did they send her to the psychiatric floor in the hospital? And what happened to her? Yeah, Chloe, I don't know what happened to that lady. I hope she gets some help because, again, she's going to do something like that to the wrong person and it's not going to end well for her. I mean, I don't want that to happen, but those things do happen. It's terrible. But okay, I'm going to go to the Berean Babes podcast where she's giving her response to Erica Kirk's video. And I'm titling this not that women in leadership. What are your thoughts about women in particular leadership roles? Now we know that unfortunately Charlie Kirk, his life was ended. I think it's about 7-8 months ago, and Erica Kirk is a young widow with 2 very small children. And I believe Charlie Kirk left TPUSA to his wife. But what do you think? Should Erica Kirk be in that particular position? I'm going to share Berean Babe's take on this, and I left the link to her video in the description box. Berean Babes, Violet, she's awesome, and so is her husband, Lou Ciccuni. Lou Ciccuni. He also has a podcast called Seek Things Above TV, and then they have another channel where they do together. It's called Ciccuni's and Chill. So I am going to now share. Now, I think Erica Kirk is a lovely young lady, and my heart goes out to her after what happened to her husband. But just want to know what your thoughts are on women in leadership. And even if what do you think about Violet's response to this?
Go home. Hey guys, welcome to Berean Babes. I'm your host, Vale Chikune. We begin. Erica Kirk.
Everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me? So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself, and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss." To which I replied, "It is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with the slander, and myself." And I said to her, "You know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up, and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you." To which she replied, literally, she said, "I know. Isn't it special, right?
And we know what happened at that White House correspondent dinner. If things had gone to the west side, if things had gone headwire, Erica Kirk would not be here today. And her children would be orphans. For what? Because Erica Kirk wanted to go to the White House correspondent dinner so she can look into the eyes of these reporters as to why they write about her, all these other things.
Okay, I can understand what Violet is saying, because of what had taken place at that dinner. But at the same time, if you think about it, I don't see anything wrong with, first of all, I don't see anything wrong with Erica Kirk, the video that she made. She was very poised. She was very kind in what she was saying and what she was sharing. Very professional, very ladylike. There was nothing wrong with the video that she made. I don't think there's anything wrong with her sharing how she felt. I mean, Erica Kirk hasn't said anything really all these months that for sure Candace Owens is on this crazy trip of saying things about Erica Kirk that should not be said, and even about Charlie Kirk. And so I know she mentions her in this video, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Because again, sometimes you just get to the point where enough is enough. She wasn't unchristlike, she wasn't unladylike in her speech, in her manners. She just shared what was on her heart. And even when Violet said, God forbid something worse would have happened where Erica Kirk wouldn't have been here. But that could be true for any place that we go these days. I mean, people are getting more and more out of control. Erica Kirk could walk down the block, let's just say, from where she lives, and something can happen to her, and then her kids wouldn't have her. Or just getting in her car, driving in her car, accidents can take place. So, and who was going to know that something like that was going to happen? So, I don't know. I don't really agree with that part, but I still, at the same time, understand Violet saying, why go there to address that? Look what happened. God forbid they didn't get the guy. Then it would have been, maybe she would not have been here. But like I said, Erica Kirk can go anywhere and something can happen, just like any of us. We can walk down the street and anything can happen to us, there but for the grace of God and the Lord protecting us and keeping us.
My question is that worth it? Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Of course not. Of course not. I'm glad that's not how the story ended. Shows you where her thinking is. Okay? Her thinking is. And this is what she says. She put it in writing and put a video about it. I went to the White House correspondence dinner for one reason. For one reason. Too many journalists have done everything they can to dehumanize me for months. And I wanted to look them in their eye. So
okay, and again, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think she believes she was probably in a pretty safe space. And again, she wasn't out of line. She wasn't out of character. She just wanted to meet some of these people face to face. And again, she said, what she had to say to them. Again, she wasn't unchristlike. She was herself. And again, maybe other people wouldn't do it, but again, it's been months and months and months of constant bashing Erica Kirk. And again, sometimes you can only take but so much. And like I said, she still was very poised and very proper, very Christ-like, very ladylike in how she handled and addressed the situation.
a question that I have for Erica. If things had gone bad, honestly, you look back, you going to that White House for that reason, is that worth it for the sake of your kids who don't have their father? Is that worth it? So when I saw that, I was just like, man, this is bad. This is absolutely bad. And the fact that
But if that incident didn't take place, would it be bad? And again, even if she went there because she wanted to go and that still took place, let's just say she just wanted to go because she wanted to go to the White House dinner, to the dinner. I'm sorry, it's not at the White House, but she wanted to attend that particular dinner. Would it still have been bad? Because it still would have occurred. That man would have gotten in there and he still would have tried to attempt to do what he was going to do. Regardless of her reason as to why she was going, it still would have been the same outcome.
she can actually put this in writing and make a video about it. Of all the things, this is why she went. It could have been a whole different story. You know what? I've been so lonely. I just wanted to go to a place where I can actually feel myself again, whatever the case may be. But she went there to go and speak to this journalist. And truth be told, Erica wasn't going to speak. She was not one of the speakers. Okay? Trump, I'm sure, would have spoken. So it's not that she would have gone there and speak to the reporters. No. She has her own platform. Why can't she use her platform and speak to those journalists if that's what she wanted?
Because she wanted to see them face to face, as she mentioned. That's why.
And why now? If that White House correspondent dinner didn't happen, where else would you have addressed these reporters? If you had not received an invitation to go to the White House correspondents' dinner, where would you have responded to these reporters?
But she did receive an invitation. So she was able to go and see these reporters face to face as she wanted to.
And why do you feel the need to respond to these reporters? Why do you feel the need to look into the eyes of these reporters and to respond to them? You see where this is going. So
because she's had enough. That's why she's had enough.
To me, I feel sorry for her. This is not wise. This is a lack of wisdom. The people who are surrounding her, they're not giving her good, godly wisdom. And I've noticed there's a lot of evangelicals who cannot point out that this is wrong, this is not right, this is lack of wisdom. You cannot say that. Why? She's Erica. She's a widow.
But is it really wrong? Is it really wrong what she did? No. I don't think it was wrong of her to do that. Okay, maybe, like Violet said, maybe it wasn't wise, but it wasn't wrong. I don't believe it was wrong.
No, the word of God still applies to Erica. Wisdom still applies to Erica. Doing foolish things applies to everybody. And that has to be said. And it can actually be helpful for her and for her children. Their children have lost their father, and now they would have lost their mom simply because their mom wanted to go and look into the eyes of reporters who do not care about Erica later.
But again, even if she wanted to go to that dinner for no reason at all but to go, that incident still would have occurred. And God forbid, let's just say everyone would have gotten taken out. She would have gotten taken out. It doesn't matter, again, her reasoning for going there, that incident still would have taken place. But again, I do understand too what Violet is saying. But like I said, again, whatever her reasons for going, whether she went, as she said, because she wanted to face the reporters face to face, or even if she just wanted to go so she can go and get out of the house for a little bit, the outcome still would have been the same thing.
Alone her children. That was poor judgment on her part. And the people who are defending her for doing that also even makes it worse. I'm wondering who exactly is in her ear. And it's not a secret. Erica is not a member of any church. She, or where her church family, she doesn't have one. Where her pastor, she doesn't have one. Okay, so this is why you need the church, to be a member of a local church, because people who are with you at the church, who are believers with you, your pastors, they're going to be taking care of your soul. They'll be looking over your soul. She doesn't have a husband, so she definitely need that that community. There's people who are around her.
Okay, I will agree with that. If she doesn't have a home church, yes, it would be good for Erica to have a home church and to have that Christian community around her. Again, like I said, I don't see what she did was wrong. Again, things can be not wise to do, but not necessarily that it was wrong. And like I said, I understand where Violet is coming from. But like I said, even if she would have gone to that dinner for the sole purpose of just going, that incident still would have taken place. So I'm just wondering what the outcome or what response would be given for that.
How many of those people who are around her are there for the sake of Erica? They are there for, she has access. They are there for the proximity that she has. She has a huge database for voters, young people, and everything else. So all these people are there for one interest or the other. We've seen people who have compromised because they want to have access to the White House. So you cannot tell me there are no people who have surrounded Erica because they want access. Because they want access. That's why if she has good people who actually want the best for her and for her family, and it's very difficult to see who are those people are in her circles. And because those people are not there, she is making this type of decision. She's an adult, she's a woman, she's responsible. The fact that she can actually make a video and put it in writing, she was going to the White House to look into the eyes of the reporters. This is not a popular opinion to be putting out there, okay? Thou shalt not say anything about Erica Kirk, even if it's the truth.
People are going to hate me for saying this, for repeating this, but Erica Kirk, step away from TPUSA. You're doing too much. I said this at the very beginning of this when you took the assignment of replacing Charlie Kirk. Not the proper role. You've got 2 young kids. Go be a mother to them. Once you step into that CEO role of an important political organization with international influence, no one's going to give you, oh, she's a grieving widow, let's cut her a break. No, what they're going to do is focus in on you're the CEO of a political organization with international influence, and they're going to talk about you and discuss everything about you.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen. And this is what's been happening. She's a mom. She's a widow. She's a CEO. So she is wearing different hats. And it's a public record. Her mom is very ill and she's a caretaker of her mom. She has 2 kids under the age of 5. She has a big organization that she's running. And the fact of the matter is, being a boss babe, it's just not going to cut it. And these are the very same people who support, women. They should be at home, taking care of their kids and everything else. But when it comes to Erica, she's exempt. She's exempt, okay? I don't know what her affairs are in her house, but Erica is doing big functions. You have to plan for these functions. You have to be on phone calls. You have to meet people. You have to do meetings. She's running an organization. She has to take care of her mom. She has to take care of her 2 kids. She has to take care of herself. What about her spiritual life? I'm more concerned about her spiritual life.
Okay, so I kind of tend to agree with what Violet is saying here. That's why I say women in leadership. I have my own thoughts about that, but I'll just stick to this part here. As Erica Kirk is a young widow with 2 small children, maybe just right now, being the head of TPUSA, maybe it's not a good idea. See, maybe it's not wise. Not that it's it's wrong, but it's just not wise to maybe be in that position because her focus right now, it does need to be on her children. Not saying she's not focused, but she has so much, as Violet was mentioning, she has so much on her shoulders. It's like her mom is sick, her husband was just taken away from her months ago. And she's still taking care of her children. I believe she was a stay at home mom when Charlie was alive. I mean, yes, we did see her on some of the at some of the functions, but now everything is on her shoulders. And I don't know if it's wise for that to be upon her right now. Again, I'm not saying that she can't lead. Um, Again, I have my own opinions about women in leadership, and I'm not saying women can't lead, but right now I just think that her focus really does need to be on her children, her mom, and herself, and have other people taking care of TPUSA. But again, I don't know the full capacity of everything regarding TPUSA. I don't know what her and Charlie Kirk discussed. Maybe she feels that she can, run the organization. But I don't know, others see differently. And again, maybe she does have people in place that we don't really know about. And maybe there are people that are doing more than what we think. But yeah, sometimes it's just a bit too much for a woman to have to carry so much on her shoulders that I don't believe God intended for a woman to have to carry. And again, I'm not saying women can't be leaders, but there are just certain things that maybe Erica should take a step back and just look at things and put other things into perspective.
I'm more concerned about her spiritual life. Once you get your spiritual life in order, everything else is going to fall in its place. And yes, she is outside her domain. She's literally outside her domain. She can find somebody else to run Turning Point USA. There are other women who would love to be home. They can't be home. They're single mom. If they stay home, their children are going to starve. They have to go. They have to work. They have to make the ends meet. They have to make it happen. They have to. I understand it. Erica is not in that situation. Erica is not in that situation. Financially, she's good to go. She can find somebody else to run some of these other things, and she doesn't have to accept every invitation that she's being invited to. But
then again, as I mentioned, we don't know if she does have people in different positions doing certain things. We don't know. At least I don't know. I don't know. But like I keep saying, I do agree with a lot of what Violet is saying here. Just especially if she's not in financial need, then okay, take time off. And again, especially because Charlie, he's no longer here. Take time off and just spend that time with your mom and with your children and yourself, herself as well, so that she can continue to heal. And I understand sometimes you want to kind of throw yourself into your work to kind of take your mind off of things, but sometimes she just needs to take a moment. She just needs to, what do they say, USA. She just needs to breathe.
now she has to look at it. I'm a CEO. I cannot turn down this invitation. She's a mom. She's doing all these other things. The fact of the matter is no woman can do it all. It's already hard for women to do it while they have a husband, let alone a single mom with 2 kids, a big organization, and all these other functions. No. She has to go home and take care of her kids. That's her priority. Her priority is her children right now. She doesn't have a husband and her spiritual life. She went to White House Correspondents' Dinner, and we know what happened there. She canceled her function at Georgia. According to her, there was threats about her life. So she didn't attend that. And so, which means there's threats to her life. So it's not safe for her to be in all these public areas, in public places. So why does she keep going to these public venues, to these public places? If she has said that her life is in danger. Wouldn't she want to be quiet on a down low so she can take care of her business that way? Because everywhere she goes, there are cameras everywhere. Everybody knows where she's at. How safe is that? Okay?
Okay, yes, okay. I agree with that. Definitely do. Didn't know so many different threats on her life. So, yeah, it's time to just take a step back and be where it's safer. And that's at home.
So let's continue.
And be critical of you. That's what goes along with being the CEO. You clearly can't handle it. The video you put out yesterday, 15 minutes attacking your critics, casting yourself as a victim. Your explanation of why you...
Okay, now that video in the middle where you see her breathing heavily, that was AI generated. That wasn't even her doing that. It's terrible when people do stuff like that.
Attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner. You wanted to go confront your critics. Erica, your critics were not at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Those were primarily your allies. No one in the media, in the mainstream media, people at CNN, people at MS Now, people at Fox News, they're not attacking you. Not in a real way. Fox News celebrates you, and MS Now and CNN mostly leave you alone. You were not there to confront your critics. And I know you told a story that you were and that you did, but that's not it. You went because you wanted to have fun. You like going to fun political events. You got 2 kids. Go raise them. All the heat, all the criticism will go away by attacking Drewski, by attacking Candace Owens, by attacking people that say like, hey man, TPUSA is a powerful organization. The last CEO just got assassinated. That's not a woman's job. Those of us that have pointed that out, we're not the bad guys. We're actually looking out for you, your kids, and what you as a woman can handle. You clearly can't handle the heat that goes along with being the CEO of a internationally powerful political organization. If you could handle it, the people that say like you shouldn't be the CEO of a political organization, you'd let that roll off your back. Yes, you would be upset with Candace Owens. I get that. But if you're really qualified for being the CEO, you'd let that roll off your back because you know you can't win that battle. Drewski, right now, I guarantee you, is in a studio with white paint on his face, dressed up as you, preparing his next skit. The outfit you chose was comical. Just easy to satire. I don't know if you're a good or bad person. I assume you're a lot like me and everybody else. Your intentions are good, but you're flawed. I don't know or really care. What I do know is you're not built for this level of combat. Women aren't built for this level of combat. I'm sorry to have to break that news. The girl bosses in the left wing, the girl bosses in the right wing, they're all going to hate me for telling you the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Women aren't built for combat. We've known that for hundreds of thousands of years. Politics right now is a super violent combat sport. If you can't take the slings and arrows that come out of people's mouths, you're not fit for leadership of a political organization. I speak this truth not to harm you, but to advise you, because perhaps your friends aren't giving you the proper advice. Stand down. Let some man take the criticism that goes along with being the CEO of a powerful political organization. It's time to raise your 2 young children.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Yes, Candace has gone way, way, way too far. Even if you take out Candace, do you honestly tell me, like right now, it hasn't been a year yet. She lost her husband. She has to take care of her kids. She has to take care of her mom. She has to take care of that big organization. That's a lot. That is absolutely a lot for a woman to handle. And women, we are very emotional. So when people are coming on all these attacks, it's all over the place, whatever, it's very difficult. I wouldn't handle it.
Well, I know I couldn't handle it in any way. I wouldn't want to handle something like that. I don't have the brain for it anyway. And even if I did, I definitely wouldn't want to handle that. Nope, I don't want to be the CEO of any big corporation. I can barely be the the cat mom to my Chloe. She don't listen to me. she's a sweetheart though. But yeah, like I said, I have my own thoughts about women in particular leadership positions. And listen, I forget what that gentleman's name is that was just on the video, but you know, a lot of what he said. You know, a lot of what he said was true. What do you all think? You know, do you think he was right in what he said? Very interesting. And a lot of what Berean Babes, Violet is saying, I agree with too. And again, I know I shared some things in the beginning where I said, you know, I didn't see anything wrong with what she did with the video and going there. And, but at the same time, I still agree with a lot of what they're both saying.
I wouldn't handle it. It's too much. Not only that, her situation, it's not that, women can work. There's nothing wrong with women working. However, if a woman is going to be out there being at the top of that type of organization, you can manage that organization. You can manage your home. You can manage your spiritual life. You can do all these other things. If she can do it all that, more power to Mrs. Cole. But clear, with all these other things that have happened publicly, you can see she can't handle it. She walked out of that White House, she was crying. Because she's thinking, oh, where are my babies? You see, if something happens to her, then what happens to her children? She would rather lose all these other things, but have her children. She cannot have it all while she's also out here raising her children. The children are young. They are less than the age of 5, less than the age of 4, I believe. It's a different story. Your kids are older, all these other things. When the husband was around, she was a stay-at-home mom. Now the husband is gone. Like, you can find somebody to be in charge of Turning Point USA. Or if that's what she wants to do, lay low. Go to Turning Point. You have your kids over there. You're just doing quiet. Let other people handle some of these affairs. How many times have you seen Melania Trump tweeting? She has other people who do that. Why can't she have that? But she has to be the one responding. She has.
I agree. Yes, if she wants to remain the head of TPUSA, and that is what her husband wanted, then yes. If she doesn't already have help, then yes, get help and have people doing the bulk of the work that she's doing, so that she can focus more on taking care of her children, taking care of her mom, taking care of herself, and that the load is not totally and completely on her.
To be the one responding, and people are coming after her left and right. And of course, some people are just going to merciless and attack her, but there's some truth to it. There's some truth to it. There are things that women can do, and there are things that women cannot do. And this idea that a woman can have it all, can do it all, it's a lie. It is absolutely a lie. It's a lie when the leftists do it. It's a lie when the right do it. I'm seeing a lot of people supporting.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree with that.
This is feminism once again all over the place. It's Timothy 5:14. This is Paul writing. So I would have younger widows marry, bear children, manage their households, and give the adversary no occasion for slander. The word of God is clear. God is not mocked God. God has already spoken. So Paul is writing here because there were already younger women. He knows this is what's going to happen to a younger woman. So it is better for a younger widow to marry, okay? And if she doesn't want to marry, no problem. But this is what's happening, right? Bear children, she already has children. Manage their households and give the adversary no occasion for slander. Because she's not at home, managing her kids, managing her affairs, she's all over the place. All these other functions, it's giving the adversary an occasion. And people come out, oh, you don't know what's going on in her home and everything else. She's all over the place. We can see her. That is 2:5. This is also I started 4. So train the younger women to love their husbands and children. Her husband is gone. Okay? She has to love her children. She absolutely loves her children. I do not doubt. To be self-controlled. Self-controlled. She did that video. Whatever she said, it shows lack of self-control. Pure.
I don't know if I agree with that part there, that it shows lack of self-control. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything out of control. And again, I know everybody's not going to agree with the fact that she made that video and that she wanted to go to that dinner so that she can see these journalists eye to eye. But again, she wasn't out of control. She didn't lack self-control. And again, the things that she said, she wasn't coming across in a mean-spirited, vulgar way at all.
Working at home, kind and submissive to their own husband, that the word of God may not be reviled. Okay? It's not a sin for women to work. I work. But notice at every turn, what is the reason? What is the reason we have this instruction? So that the word of God may not be reviled. Do not give an occasion for the slander, for the devil. What she's doing is opening up for those occasions, for the slander's occasion and all that. She looked so angry, and the outfit, everything was just so off. Everything was just so off. And of course, everybody has run with it. Go home. Go home, take care of your affairs, take care of your children, and stay out of this limelight. It's not working. This is not good for you. This is not good for your children. You are just putting yourself in the headlines that are just going to stress you. These are just going to stress you. You already lost your husband. Right now, just stay low. Stay low. Let the public miss you. All the things that you're doing, whether you attend those functions will still go on. Your husband is gone. People are still going on with their own lives. Right now, what is more important for you is for your children and your spiritual life. My advice for you, get yourself in a good, solid church. There are good churches in Arizona. Get yourself plugged in a good church where you can actually have people you are doing life with. Not people who are just there because of the things that you can give them. There is no wisdom being applied to the things that are happening around you. Either people are telling you you're not listening, or they're not telling you. Your wisdom is off. Your wisdom is off. All the best to you. I'll pray for you to be surrounded with people who have good interest for your sake, not for the trappings of the things that you can give people or for things that people can get from you. You need to be surrounded with good, godly women who are there for you, not for what they can get from you. All right, what you guys think? I'm interested to know. What is your take?
So yeah, so I just wanted to share that. And like I said, I do agree with a lot of what Violet had said, especially towards the end. And again, I don't know Erica's life. I don't know how she is at home. I don't know if, I know we can say the things that we say because of what we see on TV or what we see on YouTube, but those are just little snippets, pieces here and there of where Erica may be. But yeah, I think maybe she should just focus on taking care of her kids, taking care of herself, taking care of her mom, and just taking time to just grieve and to mourn and to heal. Because, yeah, it's just too much on her shoulders right about now. And, she just seems like a very wonderful young woman who loves the Lord. Whether we agree with everything she agrees with or not, but I pray that she truly will maybe take heed to some of the things that some people have said, that she would have heard some of these things and just sit down and think about it and reflect and do what is best. So that's all I have for today. I just want to say thank you for joining me. I know it's better one slave of Christ is here. But thank you so much for joining in, whether you've been here from the beginning, whether you stayed all during this time, or you batted out, which is fine. I just thank you so much for stopping by. Rosalind and Keith, thank you so much for stopping by. And as I always like to say, until next time, take care, everybody. Bye.
Welcome to the table. Pull up a seat. Two voices in the spotlight where the heart and the headlines meet. The world's got noise, but we move with grace, led by the Spirit, never flesh, never ego in the place. We talk about the nations, the storms and the shine, the things on your screen and the things on your mind. But we check our hearts first, cause the truth don't bend. Let the Spirit take the mic, let the wisdom descend. We're just two little Muppets with a God-given view, seeing through the chaos cause the light cuts through. When the world gets loud and the tensions rise, we stay Spirit-led, not flesh advised. Hold up.